for step 26, the steering adjustment, this car is a perfect example of why I don't clip these in earlier. And if you remember, in step 24, it was showing you to clip them in at that point. Well, if you take a look at the car as it is right now, if we had done that, you will notice that even if I were to clip this in, you'll notice that it's actually not correct. It's supposed to be parallel with the arms, and it's not. So on step 26, we would have had to unattach this and then turn it in to what it needs to be. Now I've done it on the other side just as an example, so it actually is parallel and in line with the arm on this side. So we're going to do the same thing on this, but I just wanted to show you this is one of the things I just don't like doing, is clipping it in when they tell you, because when it comes to the steering adjustment instruction, you're ending up having to pop these off, and I don't like doing that sort of thing repeatedly. So I would rather wait until this step to figure it out and then attach them so that we don't need to worry about it. Now you're also going to notice that they're saying, you know, you can adjust the rod and connect the battery, etc., etc. Well, we already put the servo in neutral, so I'm not going to do that. So we know that it's going to be correct. So let's get this one figured out, and then we'll move on to the next step. So I'm going to try and do this with the camera in place so you can see what I'm doing. You can see that if we were to clip this in right now, this is too low. It's not in line. And the only way to do that is that's got to come out, which means this has to be extended. Now again, with shock pliers, this becomes a very easy thing, because I can attach this, hold tight, and I need to spin out to make this work. I'm going to try there for now. Let's see what happens if I use that as an example. Nope, it's still not quite right. It needs to be further out. So let's grab those shock pliers again. Hook them in tight, and I'm going to spin out again. And let's try that. So then, if we put that on there, you know what, it's pretty close. I'm going to do it one more time. And we're going to spin out. Not by much, just want to fine tune it now. And that looks correct now. So I'm going to say that is what we're going to do. So now we're going to grab our pliers and we're going to lift this up. And there we go. So if we were to look at this above, that looks correct. And you can see on the picture how it's supposed to be. Bring it back, it looks correct if we're over and above. And I mean, I can do fine tuning with the trim adjustment on the controller, but I would say at that point we are good to go. So we can now move on to step 27, which is attaching the wheels.